Radio's got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM.
In the news tonight, City of Windhoek secures 155 million Namibian dollar loan for new power substation to avoid load shedding.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Welcome to this evening's edition of News on One. In the headlines, demand for NSFAF funding overweighs supply. Residents of Karasburg East constituency gets electricity. Zambezi community warned against hippo poaching, and Business on One, Comments Corner, sports and the weather. Leading the bulletin, the Namibia Students Financial Assistance Fund Acting Chief Executive Officer Kennedy Kandume states that the fund is currently faced with a challenge where the demand for financial aid exceeds what they can offer. It is the reason that NSFAF implemented the means testing measure as a way to assist needy students, Kandume said.
Kandume made the remarks during a press conference today in Windhoek, stating that NSFAF is owed billions by previous beneficiaries. Kandume explained that these beneficiaries have not made efforts to repay their loans in order for them to address the challenge of demand and supply and have enough liquidity for them to make timely tuition and non-tuition payments and fund more students in need of assistance.
Some of them are prominent people that we know of. Some of them are people that are working, but they are simply not extending their appreciation and repay so that we accumulate enough so that the challenges that I mentioned of demand outweighing supply is somehow mitigated, so that we have enough liquidity and for us to be able to make payment as early as February. So that we would be a lot of other Namibian assistance. Just imagine if we were recovering 100 million, for example, that immediately after registration, we will be able to, even whether the budget is presented or not, or whether the budget is passed in the law or not, we will be able to pay tuition fee already in January. In fact, maybe those who register after registration, all you need to do is for us to get approved that you register in February or January and you get your non-tuition fee. So this is only possible if those who benefited from this fund start paying.
Kandume adds that in an effort to recover debt, they have issued demand letters to previous beneficiaries. He further noted that NSFAF will now begin litigation and take debtors to court.
It should be noted that we are going to take steps that we mentioned previously. We had been on the record as saying we are going to take those who are failing to pay through litigation process or to court. That process has now started. Those who owe us, they have received up to 3 demand letters. We are following the credit management to the core, which dictated that a debtor need to be served to demand up to 3 times. We have done so. What is next is for us to take a serious action, and that serious action is now to take those who owe us through the litigation process for the fund to recover in the interest of other Namibians, as I mentioned.
Kandume adds that for the 2023 academic year, the fund received 30,124 applications, of which over 21,000 applied for funding at undergraduate level and 7,233 applied for financial assistance at TVET level, while 1,877 applied for funding at postgraduate level.
Here is a preview of what's in store. Passenger boats in Lagos help residents circumvent traffic jams. Coal pits in Germany are transformed into natural oases. And solar power is changing rural life in northern Ghana.
Swipe on it and win! Come bank with us and stand a chance to win the grand prize of an eco-friendly hybrid vehicle or one of 40 fuel vouchers worth $40,000 Namibian dollars.
Full tank, possibly.
To enter, simply make any purchase using your Bank Vintage Visa debit or credit card between the 1st of October 2022 and the 31st of March 2023. With your Bank Vintage Visa card in hand, let's journey together with every swipe. Visit bankvintage.com.na for more information. Protect yourself against fraud and never share your PIN. T's and C's apply. Bank Vintage, a member of Capricorn Group.
Fingers or toes?
No! Somebody help me!
Hey, calm yourself.
Get out of my house!
It was so simple, damn it. All you had to do was kill her. And yet we both know you want what your sister has.
Crazy?
Do you really think you'll ever take under this place? Enough!
A total of 50 houses were electrified at Reykoppies, Witdrift and Warmbad in the Karasburg East constituency under the Rural Electrification Project. The Landless People's Movement Regional Councillor of the Karasburg East constituency, Anseline Beekes, who officiated the event, said plans are underway to electrify more homes. The Rural Electrification Connections fall under the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development, which is aimed at supplying electricity to households, including street lighting.
The rural electrification infrastructure cost more than 3.5 million of the Urban and Rural Development Ministry's rural development budget. LPM's councillor, Anseline Beekes, who handed over the rural electrification connection, told News on One in a telephonic interview that the project benefited more than 50 houses in the area of Reykoppies, Witdrift and Warmbad.
Okay, the rural electrification, it is a program that is spearheaded by the regional council of the Karas region. This project is like I said, is spearheaded by the regional council. It is the budget, the development budget of our rural projects and so on. It is we identify the most critical situations and so on. So there is 20 households that was without electricity in the Warmbad West, and then there was Reykoppies. It is also informal settlement in the Warmbad area that also get from that cave, and then it is Witdrift also. In Reykoppies, it was 80 households that was electrified with street lights also. And in Witdrift, it was supposed to be 20 households, but because of the fact that the people lose sometimes trust in development, some of the people just break off their houses and move away to Waramba because of the fact that so they lose hope and said it will never happen to Witdrift. So that's why most of the people move away. So we electrified 50 households in Witdrift.
Biekes added that plans are underway to electrify more rural areas as the party is committed to ensuring that the people's dignity is restored and they become active citizens.
So there is plans. We are now that this project finished off with Witdrift, we will again submit to the council so that they can look out for funds for that other areas that is not electrified, so that they can also benefit from this. LPM said we are there to restore the people's dignity. So little by little, we are moving in that direction so that our people who is just good citizens, so that they can become active citizens also. So we are progressing in restoring the dignity of our people in the programs that we have and that we want to spearhead and so on.
Biekes said that the council has completed the rural sanitation project where about 50 toilets were constructed and that the second phase is about to commence soon in the other areas.
The chief warden at the Namibian Wildlife Protection Services unit in Zambezi region, Morgan Sai, stated that a dead hippo was discovered by community members in the Miyako area near Katimamlilo on Sunday morning. Sai explained that upon arriving at the scene, the unit discovered that the hippo had a bullet wound, which led to the conclusion that the cause of death was poaching.
Sai said that when the Wildlife Protection Services unit responded to the call of the poached hippo, members of the community were already scavenging and distributing meat from the dead animal. Sai explained that no culprits had been caught and bystanders at the scene were sensitized on the seriousness and consequences of poaching.
Because of this is poaching. So after determining that, we engaged the community to explain to them this situation, the consequences and the impact on the community it has. So the economy, livelihood promotion through this hippos which are here, and the rural development of the area. Economically is where they depend on, and it's in their conservancy. We strongly requested the leadership to discourage and the community members to report any suspicion of any person who is undertaking these activities of poaching here. So after having engaged that, the community understood, and the decision we resolved for us, this activity not to be promoted. The meat, we took it, we will dispose it at a district community in Mapacha, with the Barakwena community which are there. So that is the decision which we took.
Authorities gathered what was left of the meat and transported it 25 kilometers west of Katimamulilo to be distributed to one of the vulnerable Khoikhoi communities in the area, which is one of the relocated San communities where most of the residents are unemployed. Sai urged residents to report suspected poachers and avoid destruction of indigenous wildlife.
I'm very much happy, and I say thanks for them to bring us meat. We're never having it. Now today maybe we are going to, some of us or some of other people who are living in this village, they don't have relish. Either like they don't have even messing, but at least they'll eat the meat and sleep today. And tomorrow maybe it can take them even 3 days to use that meat. So I'll be just appreciating for them to bring for us that meat which they brought for us. My God might lead them wherever they are going. The God might protect them. They must not be in problem.
The ministry mentioned that there is a possibility that the shooting of the hippo was due to human-wildlife conflict, which had been an ongoing issue in the area. However, residents are urged to report such incidents rather than to take the law into their own hands.
Up nicely there by Devin Lacob.
Oh, beats the bat with the next delivery.
Lofty Eaton hits that one over mid-wicket and it has enough. Up in the air, this one clears and some less. 6 runs. Great pick. Really well done.
Enjoy these fantastic mid-month savings only at Clicks until the 22nd of March. Save 20% on Pampers Premium Care Pants or Disposable Nappies Value Pack. Buy Oso Heavenly Body Cream, 2 for $75. And buy Shield Roll-On, 3 for $63. Or save 30% on Clicks Extreme Power Thick Bleach or Dishwashing Liquid. Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
Welcome to Business on One. 20 workers at a local Chinese textile company down tools over alleged low wages and continuous victimization by management. Among the aggrieved employees of Mulungushi Textile is a 32-year-old who has been working for the company for 10 years and has had the same salary of $1,700 per month since.
Employees of Mulungushi Textile, a Chinese-owned shop in the northern industrial area, allege that they have been complaining about low wages since 2021. Employees stated that they engaged Namibia Food and Allied Workers Union and the Labour Commissioner's office, but to no avail. A 32-year-old supervisor at the textile shop, Chimati John, who is also a committee leader for the group, expressed frustration that after working for the company for a decade, he continued earning the same salary with no increase.
Like some people, they worked here for a long time, but no exchange. Some people, even when, by the way I'm talking like this, my base salary is 1,700, which is not enough. And we used to work from Monday to Sunday, no off. Holiday, we are just working, no even double. But them, they are trying to threatening us when we are trying to ask about our salary, that we will chase you out so you must go and eat water. But I don't know which country where they used to eat water, maybe China or where. We're not getting our off day. We don't even used to get off days. We just used to work like that. Okay, from there, now the guy also, he traveled, he lived his, I don't know now, either he sell it to the company or he give it to this boss which we are having now.
Another employee, Veronica Shimanda, complained about how they are treated at work. Shimanda demanded their employer to increase their salaries with once of $800 Namibian per annum. She further demanded for Namibia workers to be respected and treated with fairness.
As we are standing here, we are in pain. That is why we decided to come together as co-workers to fight for better wages and benefits. When we tell the Chinese people to increase our salaries, he will simply reply by saying, "I pay you guys already too much. If you talk too much, you will go home and go eat water." At times you laugh, but at times you will feel sorry. Imagine, one has to come from one nation or Havana footing to come work for the Chinese people and make ends meet to feed your family, but they pay us peanuts and pay their fellow Chinese better salaries.
When approached for comment, the managers of the shop closed their doors and the owner fled from the premises.
And that is all we have for you. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages for more business news.
This DJ is too busy. We are giving you all things, everything. Our DJ is on the decks. Join me, Sheulenga, for all this and more on The Tribe, exclusive to One Africa TV.
This is the drink Dale had when he tried bonding with his future father-in-law.
I'm gonna go get some wood.
This is Dale finding a cliff. This is Dale's new look. This is Dale finding bees, making his way up a cliff. This is a dart.
Dale?
Welcome to the family, Dale Tops, where great stories start. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Time now for Comments Corner, your daily dose of comments from our social media pages. Employees of Bidvest Prestige Cleaning Services handed over a petition to the management over alleged meager wages and unfair remuneration packages by the company. The workers also demanded that additional benefits be included, such as transport and medical aid. Amotenya is in agreement with the employees of Bidvest. Lucas is surprised that a big company can be paying such low salaries. Brandon says such demands are not reasonable. Nongo said if they are not happy with the salary, then they can leave and start their own company. And that's it from Comments Corner. Please continue engaging with us on our stories for broadcast on News on One.
My Father, in Jesus Christ's name, you said in your word, ask and you shall receive.
Before coming to the church, my life was miserable.
My life today is amazing.
Only you can make this change to be possible in their life. So I pray right now, may your power begin to touch them, my God.
Here's a look at some sports news. The first Commerce Regional Governors Cup, scheduled to take place this weekend, will see athletes from all 10 constituencies in the Central Region compete in various sports codes. From the tournament, best performing athletes will be selected to participate in regional and national competitions later this year.
The Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service initiated the Commerce Regional Governors Cup, scheduled to take place from the 17th to the 19th of March at the Arrow School Sports Field in Windhoek. The Cup aims to promote sports development while creating a platform for all aspiring sports talents within the Commerce region to have equal access to opportunities. In an interview with Sport on One, the Commerce Regional Athletics Chairperson, Leto Hamola, expressed that he is pleased that athletics will be part of the tournament.
This year we are very proud that we have been included into actually it's the first Governors' Cup that we are having, and we were not left out. Athletics will be involved in having the street mile on Saturday, and after the street mile we'll also be having a 100-meter dash. We want to see who's the fastest in the region, and then we'll have relay, mixed relay, 2 men, 2 women. The street mile has got some monetary incentives, and they don't have a limit. We have two categories, that is for the juniors and the seniors. The juniors being under 19s, and the seniors being everybody, whether you're 109 years old or whether you come, it's open, there is no limit. So the only thing that people have to do is they have to register through their constituency offices. And then we will come, and then you run down the Independence Avenue to see who will be winning that 1 mile, that Commerce Governors 1 mile.
In addition, Hamola stated that the platform will also be used to select the under-20 athletes who will compete at the regional level and earn a spot for this year's under-20 national championships in Zambia.
So we're looking forward to the Governors' Championships, and we're looking forward to always going to the next step and then see athletes from our region not only competing nationally but internationally, as we have this year the World Championships, the under 20 Championships in Zambia. So we're looking forward to those championships, including both para and able-bodied athletes. So we're excited.
The Cup will also be used as a selection platform for the Commerce regional team to the Namibian Newspaper Cup for football under 20 and netball under 19. The tournament will include activities such as volleyball, tug of war and athletics, 1.5 street mile and 100 meter and relay.
That's all the sports news we had for you. Up next is tomorrow's weather forecast. And that brings us to the end of tonight's edition of News on One. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. From me, Isai Sipunga, and the rest of the team, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Thank you for watching this show on One Africa. Because you are part of our One family, your voice is very important to us. Please take a moment to rate this show by scanning the QR code